talk about. We'll just keep talking. We'll just keep talking. Just keep talking. Talking. For so long. Oh, we're babbling on.
Welcome back to our academic conversation of Beyoncé's 2006 album B-Day with the indomitable Merlot. Enjoy, and we will be taking at least a week or two off after this to enjoy summer travels.
Okay, so Kitty Cat.
Kitty Cat, another one that I basically didn't know before today.
That boggles me. Because to me, that is like most gay people on any spectrum.
I know.
That is like their...
I'm a little fucked up for that.
That's like... Maybe it's like a black gay thing. Because I haven't met any black gay person who doesn't know... Okay, also I think my favorite bridge on the whole thing. Like, got diamonds on my neck, got diamonds on my necklace. Since 16, I was combing diamonds in Lexus. How you gonna regret this? She's rapping. You was just a hot mess. You can call Tyrone. We won't got to lie, grip. What about my body? What about my body? I'm all alone in the house. I wanna like, it's incredible. She's referencing Khaleesi's, got diamonds on my neck, got diamonds on my, from Bossy. Bossy.
I was gonna say that I think my problem is I didn't really start doing front to back Beyonce albums until self-titled.
I think this was the only one. I didn't do it to 4.
Like, I didn't do it with 4. I didn't do it with
Sasha Fierce.
I didn't do it with I Am Sasha Fierce. I didn't do it with 4. I didn't do it with this. I didn't do it with Dangerously in Love.
No.
Like, I only knew like the hits of Beyonce, and Pink Panther was huge until self-titled came, and I was in college.
Well,
and
it was
I remember,
every
like,
video too.
And it was every video, and it was like you couldn't miss
I think that was the time when she demanded that everyone listen to the whole, because that was like the surprise drop made you be like, well, I'm not. There is no single. Like, I don't know what to click. Like, I'm gonna have to do it all.
God, but the self-titled drop is the biggest album drop of all time.
I would say so.
Yeah,
of all time. I think it changed everything.
It changed everything forever.
But I do think Kitty Cat is top 3 on this album for me. Okay. Only because it's just how like it's very old school black. Like, it's just so like, I find that this is the most. If we're not talking like inspired by funk and like classic black, if we're talking like of the early aughts black and like that like what you would hear at a homecoming dance, which not this song, but like I do think it's very that like hip hoppy kind of like Khalees kind of Missy Elliott vibes. It's a little bit Sierra 1-2 step vibes. It's a little like what that was going on at the time. That was my 1-2 step changed everything.
That is the
I could do a podcast episode on 1-2 step.
You're coming back and we're doing 1-2 step.
I could do.
I
need to do the cookbook by Missy Elliott, but I don't know if you know that.
Well, do the what?
The cookbook by Missy Elliott.
Babbling on. I saw Missy Elliott perform at Coachella because she went on right before Gaga, and she like hinted at doing 1-2 step and then didn't. Ooh, like she played the Sierra part and then didn't do it, and I was like, please do it.
I'm sure she's so fucking over it, but I love Missy Elliott.
I love her. She was amazing.
Missy Elliott was
I did not realize how amazing of a performer she was.
Do you remember that Missy Elliott is on Dangerously in Love and Beyonce is on Under Construction?
Oh, they did the classic flip-flop.
They did the telephone, video phone. Yeah. And it was pretty much similar.
The fact that telephone exists, by the way, on video phone. Like that.
We're going to talk about how the best part of that era for her. So what I will say in relation to B-Day about the telephone exists is that after B-Day, between B-Day and her next cycle, Gaga appeared. And Gaga like took the throne.
Oh my God.
I'm not joking.
Wait, after B-Day, before I Am Sasha Fierce?
And Gaga's music was like blocking out like single ladies and shit. Like,
I'm gagging.
No, Gaga was like, they were tit for tat.
So was Beyonce like, pissed?
No, I think Beyonce was like...
Beyonce was like, finally some competition.
Shit's changing. And then we had that era where everyone had to dress like fucking party animal. Like, Party City, you had Kesha coming up and you had... Rihanna started acting like so crazy and different, like S&M. And then Nicki Minaj was always dressed like a stuffed animal.
But this was all because of Gaga.
It was all because of Gaga.
Gaga pushed everyone to have to like
and
do
Beyonce was like...
their outfits.
Because she wasn't collabing with just anybody. You know, Gaga didn't have any features on
except for
either.
like Space Cowboy.
Yeah, but that was like...
But that's different.
She did that like before she was famous. Right. But yeah, I mean, on Fame Monster, there's no features. On Born This Way, there's no features.
Yeah.
And so for... Also, yeah, for video phone on telephones, the feature, but it's Beyonce. It's the biggest artist of all time. But I think Beyonce was like, I have to do something
with her.
Which is, and I think...
have to like sign...
She has to, because it's either you compete with her and then she would have been left in the dust. I think if she didn't like co-align, she was going to be out of a little bit of relevance. I'm not joking, because that album of hers was so mundane for what was happening at the time. You had Halo.
Sasha,
you had Best I Ever Had. I mean, she did have like Diva.
Kind of is a little like
it was the whole 2 thing. Also, I heard in an interview that everyone was so upset with her with the release of that, and in hindsight it was really stupid because she was doing the I Am on the one side and Sasha Fierce, but what we don't remember is that she was releasing 2 singles each time. So it was like
it's competing with one another.
It was like Halo and Single Ladies at the same drop. Are you fucking
kidding?
And then it was Diva and Best I Never Had.
That's so dumb.
And then it was like If I Were a Boy and Sweet Dreams. And so she was blocking herself on the charts. Like, and the songwriters who were writing multiple were like,
stop.
We're making less money. You're blocking yourselves from the things because people can't focus. And she was doing a music video for both. And so it was just like she was splitting her time.
I get the spirit of wanting to like reinvent the form, which she succeeded in doing later on. The subtitle, but like
that was an experiment that kind of
like went
But she needed Gaga's not Gaga's cosign, but she did need to
think of that.
She had to. And I think that was the only thing that like kept her from she wasn't ever going to be left behind. She was not going to.
There will be poll quotes from this podcast where people like die.
No, literally.
Like, come on, take it with some context.
But she was going to be not the number one thing at that time. Like, as far as it was
a very savvy move for her and for both her and Gaga. They both needed it
because they also, on paper, couldn't be more different. But as far as we know now that their artistry and their vision and their like fullness and performance abilities, yes. But at the time, Gaga was meat dress,
Gaga
and
was
Beyonce
the
was the epitome of like class and beauty,
girl.
Yeah, and just like perfection. And Gaga was like, I'm crazy. I'm gonna go on the Grammys and scream in like an outfit that's made out of razor blades and like whatever. Yes. And so that like was so unexpected.
I know, God,
but it needed to happen and it propelled Gaga, but it also helped Beyonce maintain the relevance of the cultural shift.
Agreed.
But
so to crank through the rest of these tracks, Freakum Dress,
the gayest
funny fucking video.
And those boys went on tour. I say boys, but the dancers that are, I guess, AMAB, which like at the time they were like the gay boys. Like she was doing interviews about it. She was like, no, I love my gays. Like, do you see that interview with her where she was like, I think that if I were a boy, when she put out If I Were a Boy, she goes, I think if I were a boy, I would be gay. I would still like boys. She said that, and I was like,
she said that.
Thank you, Beyonce.
She's
in the same interview. She said something where she was like, I think I have a Dominican inside. So I think I might be misquoting her, but we all do. But Freakum Dress was the gayest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life, to the point where it kind of freaked me out. Like the men in that video made me afraid to be scared to be gay. No, she was perfect, but I remember at the time being like,
no, but I was kind of thinking like some of these dresses are
ugly.
No, fuck.
When you go back and watch it, I think that's maybe the point. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and be like, I think she's in on the
joke more than we give her credit for.
I do think it gave wet seal. Well, because here's the thing: when you look at Freakum dresses, and then you look at what she was wearing in Deja Vu. Right. She clearly understands.
Right. She knows.
And she can pull whatever the hell she wants.
Exactly.
But I think the point was for like the average woman to have a song where it's like
something an average woman could wear.
Yeah. And even for the time, there weren't like quite fat people in that video, but there were people that were not models that were doing the little dance and like feeling sexy.
It was sort of, like bringing in the everyday vibe.
And things that people could afford.
Green Light.
Green Light is crazy. It's a song about consent.
Wait, what is it about?
It's a song about her wanting to get railed, and that's why the video is so fetish content. She's wearing
have
full
the green
latex.
light to fuck
You're
me.
holding up traffic. Green means go. She's horny. It's so horny. Because if you want to, you got the green light. Give it to mama. Go. Like it's like I think it's like it's her getting plowed is like the intention of like the kind of that like, and she's writhing, like not even lip syncing in that part where she just has her mouth open, like go. I think it's like supposed to be like literally like her
what song am I thinking about that sounds exactly like this? But it goes, oh. Do you know what
Oh,
I mean?
I think it's an Amory. There's so many songs that have them.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
another
that,
song that does
yeah,
that.
yeah,
A lot of songs from that time.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of the millennial, like, it's already. Like, everyone had a, and Rihanna had one, oh, no, no. I mean,
it's like how, do
doing,
you know how there's that sound in like all these action, like every movie, like Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, like Harry Potter, any movie that exists, it's like a big action movie. There's like sound editors have this sound, that's an inside joke between sound editors that they all like put in.
Is
and
it the Willem scream?
It goes like, it's like,
Maybe.
how does it go? It's like
a scream, right?
It's like a scream, yeah.
I think it might be called the WILHEM scream.
Oh, the Willem scream.
It's and it's a song by James Blake, but it's that song is based on it's a kit.
It's like that.
Yeah. When
it's
you
like,
oh, wait, I actually okay, sorry, I need to look at the Willem scream. It's like a 2-second thing. But I think that this is what you're talking about, which is it comes like in studios when you're like producing music, either like pre.
Oh yeah, it's like a pre-packaged thing. Anyway, what I'll say while you're looking that up. Yeah, that's it.
Yep, that's the Willem scream.
That's it.
And there's a like 10-minute compilation of the Willem scream in every movie.
Stop! Wait, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it had a name.
It's like Wilhelm scream.
Anyway, regarding Greenlight, it's kind of hard for me because, and obviously this came like 50 years before it, but the Lorde song Greenlight.
Don't do Beyonce.
I shouldn't have said that. But the Lorde song Greenlight, like,
is not about consent.
It's not about consent, and it is like basically my favorite song ever.
Really?
Like, I'm obsessed with that
It
song.
was a cultural moment.
That one got in me to the point where I would be like dancing. I remember dancing in every bar, gay bar, club I would go to. I would go up to the DJ booth and be like, "Can you play
Here's
Greenlight?"
$50.
And like obviously 7 out of 10 people would be like, "Fuck you, bitch." But then at the time I was going to a lot of like shitty, just like empty things, and they would be like, "Okay," and they would play it. And I was in my friend's basement once, and I cracked my skull open on his ceiling dancing to it.
To Greenlight. I mean, that can be so powerful.
It was really, it was perfect.
That can be such a beautiful thing for like a baby girl. No, I think that makes also that like Lorde would want you to crack your skull open.
Lorde wanted that. And
is that the dance that she did in the sweatpants at like the VMAs or something where she's like jumping up on stage?
I know what you're talking about. I don't want it to be for that song because that dance is just wrong.
Because I feel in my mind.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty.
Also, Matthew McConaughey's book named Greenlight. Also, this is the same exact thing as the John Legend song that I always do for karaoke. The give me the green light, give me just one night. I'm ready to go right now. Ready to go right now. We could go all night. But Beyonce paved the way, though. I don't know if she's not the first person to do like a song about Greenlight, but this song is very horny, and we have to mention the like Violet Chachki unwalkable heel that she's wearing that's like a ballerina point shoe.
It's Christian Louboutin, because I saw some twink open it on Instagram the other day.
Like a 7-inch heel.
It's like truly a ballet, like it's like your foot is completely parallel to the floor.
I don't think you can
No.
She's holding a bar.
Yeah.
And she's a ladies, y'all know, girls, y'all know, this pimp shit gets no owner. Gonna dress, it's another dress.
It's hot. Like I would so wear those as like a sex thing.
I would wear them. Well,
like not to walk in.
I don't think that I would be able to get into the sex if my foot was in a point the whole
like
time.
That, yeah.
Which maybe is the point where you're like,
it would be more of
yourself,
like I feel like it would be more of a like, I don't know. Just being on a pole, like being watched.
I can get into like pain during sex, but if it's a consistent uncomfortableness like that, I feel
there's something that is distracting me. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I feel like that's what that would be.
Part of the experience. Yeah, you're right.
But love that song, and it is one of the hornier songs in the thing.
And the John Legend,
famously.
The John Legend stuff you were just singing.
Love him.
We played in art class all the time in high school.
I think Get Lifted is the reason I wanted to become a singer. Yeah. But that's a different podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come back for John.
I will.
La La Land cast member John Legend.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
Yes. Irreplaceable. Okay.
Well, I mean, what is there to say?
Now let's start the conversation.
Now that the dust is settled. I mean,
now we can finally talk.
I think at the time...
This was the reset.
I think that was obviously the one that
was this the lead single? Though? I don't think it was. No, it wasn't. It was like the third or fourth single. Deja Vu was the lead single. I think
so. I think Deja Vu was the lead single.
So they didn't know Irreplaceable would hit like it did. Because this is the song that people know.
Well, I think that most of the time, the biggest single, well, this is, I think, what artists go for, is, I think this is the one that came out maybe the day of the album, and with the video as the single. Because she had multiple singles that were before the album came out, right?
So the ideal, you're saying, for an artist is to have, like, your third single or whatever comes out.
We've kind of stopped that, but we used to do that. We used to be a country.
Well, because you know how Bad Romance is number 4 on the Fame. I mean, sorry.
On the Fame Monster?
No. I'm so embarrassed. Poker Face is number 4 on Just Dance.
Well,
what is
Poker Face? Isn't it number 2?
Poker Face is the 4th track on the Fame.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
What I don't think the track list matters as much as like the biggest song, but I also think that at that time, every single song that Gaga put out was the single.
Yeah.
Like Just Dance.
Yeah.
Paparazzi.
I just had a stroke.
Love Game. No, I was like,
wait.
I was trying to like get to the point. I was
Let's get away from that.
No, it's the T. But I think I always think that if you're gonna put an album out, you want the song that you want the biggest to come out the day that the album comes out with the music video ready, which is what I thought like Gaga was gonna do for Mayhem with like another like Garden of Eden or something, or Shadow of a Man like video.
Yeah.
But she hasn't yet.
Has there not been another video yet?
But apparently she recorded one while she was in Mexico. That's what word on the street says. But I would think that it'd be done now.
She's in such a healthy mental place. I feel that another one has to be
also,
coming.
Abracadabra was so good, I can like take some time.
Yeah, same.
Abracadabra
was fully the best video we've had since, I'm going to say, the Born This Way era.
Since like You and I. Because it came out after Marry the Night.
Yeah, You and I is after Marry the Night.
Yeah, and then... Well,
You and I is
like
underrated, I think. I think You and I is actually one of the best videos.
Oh, it's top 4 for me? I think, oh God, Marry the Night might be my
Marry
favorite.
the Night's number 1.
When she throws up in the toilet.
And then the other,
when she throws up in the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
I Love You and I.
And with the hat at the end with all the fat. Yeah.
And she has Interscope Records on the hand.
Well, if you look at my Instagram bio and you'll know more about what I...
Wait, what is this?
Go look at my Instagram bio. I would say Alejandro is up there. I would say Judas is up there.
Judas is
obviously
up there.
Bad Romance.
What's the other one? There's a really other good... Oh, I don't like... The Born This Way one is fine. But there was another video, maybe from the era, Alejandro, Judas, Born This Way, and You and I. There was those 4. And then...
Edge of Glory's bad.
I don't consider... That's like a visualizer.
I mean, Telephone, Paparazzi, Love Game.
Telephone's up there. I think unpopular opinion, I'll say it. I kind of like the video for Video Phone better because it's so strange. I think it's just like the production value is like so much cheaper that it's almost camp.
It
like,
is, but you can't say it. Better.
Okay. I like it.
And then did we get to bio?
But I still have
my.
What did she say at the beginning?
You may say I lost everything, but I still had my bedazzling.
I tip my hat to the side because I think it's quite French, and I think that Mint will be very in next season.
Look at the nurse on the right's ass. She's got a great ass.
Bam. Yeah. They gave him he asked for gummy bears and a knife. They only gave him the gummy bears.
I wish they'd only give me the gummy bears.
She's perfect. And then when she's like, I want to be a star. Like,
you know why I'm gonna make it? Because I have nothing left to live.
What's they say that? What's the opening line? Is it? They say that memories are like a box of chocolate. No, what is they say? Atoms are not like quantum physics. Memories are not like quantum physics, like atoms and particles that can be once they can be lost forever. It's sort of like. As an artist, I'm able to make up my past. Like, for instance, I tip my hat to the side because, like...
Oh, damn.
No, I know.
No, bitch. Like, I don't even know if I can compete with you in terms of the knowledge.
How does the manifesto Little Monster? She goes,
literally,
we are the kings and the queens, and I am merely a joker. Like...
The episode that came out today... of this podcast, we talked about the manifesto from the Mayhem in the Desert. The new one, not the original,
The Mistress of Mayhem wins.
Mistress of Mayhem wins.
And when there's one thing that she can do to make me lose my pussy is to have the two of her, and she's done it like twice now, but talking the same speech but at a different pace.
Lost in translation.
Oh, God.
Same speech, different paces.
Yeah. No, she was doing like Edgar Allan Poe, like Conquer a Worm.
Anyway, wait. So irreplaceable.
Okay, irreplaceable. I will say I was at the time so fatigued by it, and I also after
you were.
Well, so I had heard it, and then I had discovered most of B-Day later, and to me, I was like, oh, this is so formulaic pop, like of the times, like you must not know about me.
You must not know about me.
I have another. To me, it also wasn't like it wasn't. It didn't embody like. Yeah, the best of her. I think I had heard that first post Dangerously in Love and everything.
It. I always was replacing.
I never like turned it off.
I always was not replacing things.
I just thought at the time when I got shut up. When I got into it though, I was like, oh my god, wait, you're telling me that like Upgrade You and Ring the Alarm that are these like so
they are
or just,
more
like,
interesting.
Green Lights so much more interesting, like Deja Vu.
Yeah.
I was just like, these are like this is
and Upgrade
capital M music
Upgrade
where I think
You
that
is
like
crack to me. Like I have like periods of my life where I'm just like, wait, I need to play Upgrade You on repeat. And I'll go like and I'll listen to Upgrade You for like 5 days straight.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, okay, I can breathe for 6 months and then I come back.
That soundbite that's introduce you to some new things.
Just when you think you had it all.
She goes so let me upgrade you, let me upgrade you.
Let me upgrade.
Oh God.
Wait, so irreplaceable. Can I say the elephant in the room with irreplaceable?
Sure.
Wait, to the left, everything you wanna. In the
closet, that's what's up.
That's fine, because you all can talk at the same time, and it's mine. Okay, here we go. Here's the elephant in the room. It's my name that's on that.
Jag?
Yeah, but most of us, I think, for years were thinking, is my name's on that bag.
No, I always thought it was Jag. I also had a car obsession.
You always knew about. I was not car, so I just thought it was like it's the closet and there's a bag.
By that age, I wanted a Jaguar when I grew up, honey. I was like,
I still don't know what a Jaguar looks like. Like I'm not a car person.
You know the logo? I mean, it's a Jaguar.
Well, it's a Jaguar.
Well, it's gonna go ahead and be a Jaguar. But I love it. But it hangs off the side of the car, like it slopes. The car slopes down, and then it's jumping off the car,
like the Pink Panther.
Just like the Pink
in the Pink Panther.
Chicken or the egg?
Chicken or the. Oh.
No, it was
Nature
Jaguar.
versus nurture.
Well, honestly, the Pink Panther cartoons were God knows how old.
63 is when the first Pink Panther.
That was far too quick that you knew that. Well, I'm going to say that was... I would say the Jaguars
were because yesterday
in the 60s.
We did the Pink Panther episode. That's the great thing about this podcast is I learn some things sometimes. Pink Panther first film came out in 1963.
I mean, I think I'm teaching you about... Well,
you're teaching me. No, like, that's why it's like, you know what? Like, I am ignorant that I didn't know everything about this album, but like, I didn't know everything about Pink Panther. I didn't know everything about it. Like,
none of us know everything about... I mean, I'm sure I could still learn more about this album, but Irreplaceable is not making my top 10 on this album, and I think it has 12 tracks.
Oh, fuck. So it's your least favorite. Besides one other thing?
Well, we're not... Is that on the deluxe? Is Flaws and All? I'm a train wreck.
That's not on the regular. Okay. Because I only listen to the regular tour. Okay, I haven't heard Flaws and All.
When this podcast is over, I'm showing you a couple that you haven't heard.
But, there's one that is not on the album that I have heard and is my second favorite Beyoncé song, and that's Check Up On It.
No, this is on the original album.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I didn't know until just now.
There it is.
There it is, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Featuring Bun B and Slim Thug.
I will say, there's not much that can be said about Irreplaceable. I mean, it's like... the point is to the point. The video, I don't really care about. It kind of gave me her and Obsessed, like walking around the house.
I actually don't even know if I watched the damn video.
Nothing's really going on. It's just like a man. It's very like cut and dry. Like a man's like packing his shit.
Is she wearing the outfit that's on the album cover? Because we didn't really ever touch. Did we touch on the album cover being the beautiful green? Her hair is piled above her head. Like this image changed my life.
Together and so perfect.
She looks unreal.
But the longer version of this is.
Yeah, wait. Can I see that up close?
Yeah.
Like I thought this was just a tank top and it's a dress.
No, it's I believe Cavalli.
Oh my fucking god! And where is she? She's
in the bayou. That's Louisiana down.
And she has a cigarillo.
Because all of the imagery around this, I mean, she's holding onto crocodiles on the cover of Ring the Alarm, which is crazy. It is
a very outdoor.
Well, it's outdoor, but it's so specific to like the antebellum South. Like it's very like she's on that plantation. She's in the fucking fields with like corn. Could have fucking been cotton. I mean, the imagery it was evoking was so. And then in the interior and parts of it, like they're letting her natural sweat show. Like you can tell there was no AC, but like on purpose.
Well,
or they're,
she's
like,
sweaty in the deja vu,
she's sweating,
and it's hot.
But she's never sweaty if she doesn't want to be.
No.
In like, especially in
She's
a music
always
video.
in control. She's a person in
It
control.
gave me like Sinners. You
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
it?
I saw
Like,
Sinners,
in
yeah.
that like scene when they're outside where he goes into when Smoke goes into Annie's house for the first time and they're just like glowing with sweat and the doors are kind of open and there's just like a breeze and like all the trees.
Yeah, there is a sort of Sinners thing going on.
What? Antebellum stuff.
Yeah.
It's just all like Mississippi, like the bayou. I think this is very Creole inspired, alligators. But I did... Actually, a fun fact, in the cast of the Sinner set, they had to shut down production because 2 alligators got so close to the set and on the set that they had to like find someone to either remove them, but they didn't come in time and they walked away. But they had to like cut mid-scene and they like all had to like go inside because there were alligators like coming up to...
Are you fucking
They're
kidding?
like filming everything, yeah.
That's so scary.
Like they were like, oh, there's an alligator back there, but like we'll keep rolling. And then it was like walking towards them and they were like, okay, let's cut. Like, yeah, that's really fun. They should have left that in the movie.
Why did that gag me so hard?
I just saw
That
so many
gagged me
alligators
harder
growing
than
up.
it needed to.
We used to have...
You saw a lot of alligators growing
I'm
up?
from Florida.
Oh my god.
They're not like a...
Oh my god.
It's like...
Why am I like about to cry?
It's like... I would imagine it's like maybe when Australian people hear about like kangaroos, they're like, they're not everywhere. Alligators are everywhere.
I'm like gonna cry.
It's like Australians and
that's
spiders.
So scary.
No, so you know how people have like lockdowns for like shooters at school? Every year we had at least 3 lockdowns where an alligator got onto our campus and we had to lock in like until someone could get out.
But tell me this. Big snakes?
I never saw big snakes, but I love snakes and I want to...
No.
I want a ball python really, really badly.
No,
I just held my friend Snake recently. I was playing... There's a video of me with a snake.
I can't even look at it. Like, snakes make me sick.
So I know what snakes are poisonous and not because that was like also learning about hurricanes in school and like having to know like what to look out, whatever. And tornadoes and shit. Like, we had to learn about snakes like at a young age because even in recess, like it was such a vegetated, snaky, swampy area.
There were a lot of like boa constrictors that people got rid of.
That's like in the
Is that
Everglades.
a true thing? Oh.
So people will dump them, but they aren't there. I wouldn't say that like...
I just got like so scared thinking about
that. There are like straight up, there are boa constrictors in the Everglades that are like 20 feet long, 25.
I'm like actually gonna faint and be sick.
They'll eat like a cow. Or like a boar.
I'm gonna cry.
No, I mean they will like... I've seen videos of them taking down like... I mean they're anacondas, but I don't think those are much in the Everglades.
Freaking.
No, but I used to play with like garden snakes in my backyard. Like if I could tell that the stripes were poisonous.
Randomly.
There
There would be garden snakes, and I would like take a stick and fling them.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I would put them around my neck.
No,
you want to know my biggest tomboy? Oh my god, I was such a...
Oh my god.
We used to take lizards.
Your eyes are lighting up in a way.
I kind of miss this. It's like No, we used to take lizards and we would make them bite our earlobes and you would dangle and they would be too afraid to fall, so they would just dangle like earrings. No, we were crazy. I used to catch frogs and bring them home in my pocket and be like, here, Mom. And she's like, put those outside. I would play with snakes. They would get into the pool all the time, so I'd be swimming and just like swim with the snakes and like play with them, like little green snakes.
Vomit.
I love
the
reptiles.
lizard earring thing. I'm obsessed with.
Well, I will say that I never saw a mouse or a rat growing up, and so when I got to New York and Boston, we had so many rats, and I
didn't see rats.
I have a fear of like anything rodent family, like a possum, a rat, like a
possums are fucking scary.
Demonic.
Possums are scary
Especially
as
they're like,
fuck. I will cry at a possum.
Because rats don't like hiss at you. I mean, they might squeak, but they're not doing like full open mouth like
possum
defense mechanism.
No, possum is scary.
City rats will just run over your
rats.
foot. Like possums would like...
Rats and mice scare me too. Spiders don't scare me.
The closest I could get is like maybe a hamster, but I also don't like the smell of like...
I don't really
that like pheromone that comes off of.
No, I don't like hamsters.
Like hamsters and guinea pigs and shit.
I don't really like that stuff.
I love lizards. Animals. I love
animals, but I don't really want them in my house.
I want a snake in my house more than you.
I mean, like I grew up with a ton of dogs and cats, so like I'm comfortable around dogs and cats, but like I am not comfortable around snakes. They're my worst fear. Besides like
here,
more abstract things.
I would have maybe more than one snake.
If you lived here?
Because there's more room. I mean, I might...
Is your place smaller than this?
No, it's just that I have a roommate and like there's not enough room in my room specifically, and in a shared room she has like fish, and so that's probably where it would go.
Yeah.
But I also just like, I don't know, it just seems
you
like...
can't put a snake on a roommate without them being fully on board.
Well, and and like knowing that they might feed it if you're out of town, like you need to find somebody that'll like do that. But I love snakes.
Oh god.
Anyway, so yeah, Beyonce imagery was very...
Okay, wait. So irreplaceable. So resentment.
I only give you a heart time.
I liked it. Oh,
You know what?
God, we're getting a free damn album out of this
my gosh.
podcast.
What? How can't seem to get over the way you hurt me. And I don't know. I like the song. I think more at the time that it came out because it was just unique. It was the only real ballad.
Yeah,
The Irreplaceable is like a little more laid back, and it's not loud.
The Resentment's the only real ballad.
It's a ballad, and I do think that it's the only one where she's insecure.
I like the word resentment a lot, and I like
It is a great title.
It's a great title, and like it's a great thing to evoke. Is like we've all resented someone who we love.
Oh, and then she does the keychains. And I ain't gonna wanna resent this. I only give you a hard time. Cause I can go on and pretend like
Oh my
I
God.
never tried to forgive this. I'm much too full of resentment. No, it's I like the song a lot. But
It's a classic.
I think it's very emblematic of what was happening with like in the Fantasia universe at that time. There was a very specific sector like in 2005 the cookbook came out and like Fantasia and I think it was or Missy Elliott had this one song that was like, when I sing this song, I get so teary-eyed because you get under my skin. And it was like the same kind of like, it sounded like, you know how there's a filter over this that makes it sound crackly like it's being played in a record player? There were a lot of songs doing that at the time, like a feigned vintage sound.
Sort of like an Instagram filter.
Yeah, I don't think
like
we
a
see that as
filmy-
much.
yeah.
Unless it's very random, but like I feel like that there was an era with like Fantasia had a couple songs like that, like Me and My Man, like took a picture in the mirror, like, but there was this like ballad era where it was this like not old school sounding as much in terms of like genre, but old school made to sound like it was recorded a long time ago and like a found tape. Or something.
That's definitely coming through on Resentment for sure.
I do like that. I like this song. It's not something I'm gonna like sit
I
and
don't
repeat
care
it
about it much. What I do care about is the final track on the regular album, which
you need to talk about Check About It.
Check on it. Which is technically the official theme song of the Pink Panther.
That's crazy.
So sexy boy.
What is that? What is that part of the
I
end?
know you want it.
Yeah, she's wailing on that.
She. I normally can do it better. Like
If
my
you
voice is a
got
little
it,
shot.
float it, boy, I know
You want it.
Watch you stand around it. Oh my God.
Can watch it in amazement.
You can look at it as long as you don't grab it.
If you don't go grab it, I'm gonna let you have. You think that I'm teasing, but I ain't got a reason. I'm sure that I can please you, but first I gotta read you.
Oh, you looking like what you said. No, she tore.
It's so good.
And she was like younger when
It's so
this
good.
one was
It's
done.
the best streamable Beyonce song.
This was, I think, the first
It's a
one to come
perfect
out.
song.
You think this is the best Beyonce song?
Yes.
I think that. I think if we're talking
so
purely streaming, I would.
fucking good.
Yeah, I think if we're talking purely just like streaming, I would say something from Renaissance, maybe.
I mean, Renaissance is on a different. I think as a whole body of an album,
Right, you got to let it go through. Like,
I think I'm doing Renaissance.
but I think B-Day for its. The visuals aid so much, and there's sometimes where visuals can take away from what I like about a song. But I think, like in this instance, like we have Deja Vu, which already is like it would be top 5 without the music video. But
top 5 of whole discography.
Yeah, okay. For me, it would be without the video. I think the video is what takes it to pretty much number 1 for me, and the fashion. That's not in my top 30. No,
my aspiration in life
every time
is
Sia writes for her, I'm kind of like
to be happy. Mama said you're a pretty girl.
I don't like when Sia.
Do you know my mashup idea? Mama said you're a pretty girl. Why mama told me when I was
and
young.
then Mama say, Mama say, Mama. You can pick which version, the Michael Jackson or the Rihanna Please Don't Stop the Music.
For me, it was
Please
the
Don't Stop the
Rihanna.
Music in 10th grade for the talent show.
You did.
But I
you
did a
win?
piano version, slow down. It was like, it's getting late, making my way over to my favorite place. I gotta get your body moving, take the stress away. Like,
God,
I did.
your voice.
And then I did a saxophone solo in the middle of it. Like, I wanna take you away. Let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. Like the way you do it. And I was like,
oh my God.
The piano was like,
did everyone just hear that?
And
did you win?
Oh my God. I won the year before.
Okay.
Sorry, they weren't going to do
What
it
did
again.
you do the year before?
Ooh, I did, I was born by the river.
Oh, yeah.
In a little tent. And and then I did, what's the bridge of that? Oh, it was, and I go to my mother and I ask him, brother, and I ask him, brother, tell me please. But he winds up, knocking me back down on my knees. Ooh, there were times when I thought I wouldn't last for long. But anyway, I did. And
your
I did
voice
sax.
is so beautiful.
Thank you. Everyone, I was so bullied, and then I won that, and everyone was like, oh, you're probably going to go farther in life than I will. And I was like, yeah, I'll move to a city, and you're already pregnant. Like,
God, I love that. When
because sometimes, even if it's
becomes...
gay shit, you understand that someone's, like, got a thing, and you're kind of like, I can be homophobic, but still be like, you got that.
It's like the hockey players to Kurt in Glee. It's like
they're kind of just like, do your own thing.
Yeah.
Like for the most part. Right. Like, but I do like check up on it.
Check Up On It is just amazing. The video is fucking amazing.
And
it's
I
all
love the
pink.
way it's filmed.
Yeah, and there's a bar on top and bottom.
It's like the pink curtain is bordering it.
Just go check it out, people.
But
it's
yes,
like
that
perfect.
sneaker shoe that has a heel on it that she's wearing. I forget what brand it is, but it was the first that brand had ever made of that. She requested it, and it was like, I want this sneaker, but I will not wear a heel. So figure it out. And they made it for the first, and then it became like a staple in like the Bronx.
Sneaker heels.
Sneaker heels. I don't buy that brand. I'm not going to say that that was the first person to ever, but I will say buy that brand. They had never done that before, and no, it wasn't being sold. I don't believe in like on the market, because then I think Timbaland did a version of it too, and then like, but hers is like a little like stiletto-ish kind of sneaker with a heel. It wasn't a sneaker with like a boot.
I can't really remember what it. I'll have to look it up.
I could look it up, but yeah.
So basically, Check Up On It. Obsessed. It's in Pink Panther, which listeners will have heard a whole discussion on that from last week. That's the track listing of B-Day minus deluxes.
Yeah. The deluxes are like a different story.
The deluxes is kind of like a whole other thing. We've been going for over 2 hours.
Oh. Okay.
I think we should. It would be sinful though to not go into some quick album rankings and things.
Yes.
And
do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Here. Do you need to look at the?
I don't think I need to look, but maybe just in case.
Well, I know Check Up On It's number 1.
So we're doing songs from the album.
Wait, album rankings?
I was thinking
album.
Beyonce album.
Oh, okay.
But from the album, Check Up On It is number 1, and then Upgrade You, and then
like top 5.
Okay, Check Up On It, Upgrade You. This is in order: Deja Vu, Irreplaceable, and Get Me Bodied.
And then I'll pull up the albums. But I think for top 5 for me is Deja Vu number 1, maybe Upgrade You number 2, Kitty Cat number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Yeah. Freakum Dress number 4, and then it's gonna go out and have to be Ring the Alarm number 5.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
no Check Up On It.
Not top 5. Because
is it Check Up On It or Check On It?
Oh, we're both stupid. It's Check On It, but she's saying Check Up On It.
Yeah, she's saying Check
Up on it, but it's Check On It.
It's Check On It
with Bun B and Slim Thug. Thank you.
Yeah, and people will recall in the last episode I said it was Young Thug. So I did that.
I think Beyonce albums. Wait, here's her album track list. I can tell you immediately.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Cowboy Carter throws it off because I made this ranking.
Do you go first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay.
Oh, and are we considering before we start? Are we considering like the gift in the Lion King? And are we considering? We aren't considering the live album because all the songs are already out.
Shit, maybe you should go first because I actually am like
also,
I forgot about the Lion King.
What is Everything Is Love with the Carters? Like ape shit?
I'm not gonna include those.
Okay, let's not include the gift.
We're
talking like B1, 2, 3, B7.
I'm gonna just do the Bs, and I think it's gonna be.
I'm nervous.
This is so hard. Okay, I think Renaissance number 1.
That's fair.
Lemonade number 2.
Okay.
My God, I'm like, I can't breathe. You know what? Let me go ahead and give B-Day number 3 now after having done the work of today.
Okay.
And then, but self-titled, if I'm being realistic, self-titled would be before, because I know self-titled.
And we're talking purely the music on it, not just the impact. This is
really hard. Okay. Impact-wise, let me start over.
Is number 1, is impact-wise.
What'd you say?
I mean, I think impact-wise, self-titled has to be number 1.
Yes. Well, honestly, Lemonade was extreme impact. And Renaissance. I don't know. You go. I actually am suddenly...
Well, I'll tell you, as far as the music on it and not the impact, but as far as like how much I like the songs, B-Day number 1.
Okay.
Renaissance number 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Oh my God! It's way harder than it seems it would be.
Also, when I say B-Day number 1, I'm saying the deluxe edition. That to me is like the full album. Because she doesn't really have.
Because Beautiful Liar, I actually do know Beautiful Liar quite well, and that's with Shakira, and that's on the deluxe.
And she doesn't have many deluxes.
No.
Like this, I think that's the only one she had. She had a deluxe of the.
I love a deluxe. I always feel that on deluxes, those extra songs are like better than some of the songs on the original.
Oh my God, Eternal Sunshine.
You're just my eternal sunshine.
I love that song, but the deluxe, like
what's
Dandelion and the other one.
Oh yeah, those are good, but I haven't listened that much.
So we've got B-Day Deluxe and then Renaissance. I'm gonna then go with 4.
Oh my God.
I know I'm gonna freak you out.
Oh my God.
Then I'm gonna go with self-titled.
Oh my God.
And then I'm gonna go with Dangerously in Love. Then I'm gonna go with Lemonade. And then I'm gonna go with Cowboy Carter.
So lemons are down in the puddles.
I do not reach for that book ever. I listened to it and I love the visuals. I think it made such an important statement. I think it's the most personal work she's done. I think that am I ever like
it's so funny because I actually weirdly I think of you because I think of that moment in the Acme basement when Formation was playing, and I think you had requested it or something. Like I remember you specifically being in this memory.
Well, I think
being like play Formation, and then Formation played, and we were all like,
because I remember where I was because she was still doing the surprise shit.
Yeah.
Unlike now, but she had. I was in a studio session, and I was like, "Stop the shit," because she listed an unlisted fucking YouTube video, and so Formation was just such a moment, and I was freaked out about it. But am I ever going to click on that song today to be like, I need to hear Formation?
I haven't clicked on anything or even remembered that Lemonade exists in a while. But now that we're talking about it, I'm like, oh wait, Lemonade though is
Pray You Catch Me, Hold Up. You have to be in the mood for it. I feel like it's such a narrative arc. Like, Don't Hurt Yourself. I love Don't Hurt Yourself, but Sorry.
I love Don't Hurt Yourself. I always was someone who didn't like Sorry as much as the other girls.
I don't love Sorry. I don't love 6 Inch. I don't love.
I kind of like saying. Okay. Oh, Daddy Lessons is my favorite.
Daddy Lessons is really good.
I love Daddy Lessons.
Daddy Lessons is amazing.
I like Sandcastles. Sorry. I love All Night. My favorites on my favorites on Lemonade, but you have it saved.
Of course, I have all her music saved.
No, you only have All Night, Sorry, and Don't Hurt Yourself saved.
I don't know why All Night would be saved. That's crazy. I must have done that in 2016.
I
don't think I ever liked it that much.
My favorites on the album are Daddy Lessons, All Night, Formation. Yeah, Sandcastles.
And I hate to put Cowboy Carter last because I think that there is some career best work of hers.
Cowboy Carter might be last.
There's she's done some things vocally, melodically on those. Like the song
There's High
Two
Highs
Hands
and
to
Low
Heaven.
Lows. Is that with Miley?
No. That's Two Most Wanted.
Oh,
Two Hands to Heaven is bottles and bottles, my whiskey of a high. And then the trending, the baby, I've been. I also have a tattoo above my pubes that says Tyrant, and it's barbed wire on the end. Mm-hmm. And I have the word unique for American Alien Superstar. Unique? There's
I do actually think Cowboy Carter has some really great moments on it. It's
full of slop.
What?
It's full of slop.
It's full of slop because I only listened to it once or twice ever.
For sure.
And when I heard the Jolene remix for me just was wrong.
I don't think many people thought it was better. I think that was such a... Can I tell you my biggest thing?
It made me be like, I can't listen to this.
My biggest thing with the difference of Renaissance versus with the reclamation of all this stuff.
Yeah.
My biggest thing was the difference between the vibe of Renaissance versus Cowboy Carter. Was Cowboy Carter felt a revenge thing. Like, I think also, like, yeah, I have so many thoughts, but like, it felt like just a selfish album of her proving herself to haters and her like just being like pissed off. And I thought Renaissance was just a celebration of other people.
Renaissance was a celebration. I actually don't mind that she's like,
oh, she has the right.
No, she has the right, and like the narrative of that is all fine with me. It's just like the sonic quality of the Jolene cover, where it was just like we all like knew the lyrics to Jolene so well, and then it just was so jarring how they were changed. And then like Dolly Parton is like in the recording studio, but not like singing on it at all.
And then she's on that. What? She's on Tyrant, like one by one.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait, this could be
like I also thought that
different.
The song Jolene was somehow a little bit like. It wasn't feminist per se, but she was respecting the woman, saying like, "Please, you're so hot."
And the song Jolene is already, it's already like perfect.
It's perfect.
You don't need to,
and also, baby,
redo
it.
No
one's trying to steal Jay-Z.
No,
no one's at the club being like,
no.
I don't think that that's happening,
except for Becky, I guess.
I think
who the fuck is Becky?
I think that Jay-Z could pursue someone, and they would do it for money. I don't think that people are trying to steal him
Hannah
from her.
Horvath would do it for the story.
Hannah Horvath is Becky. And that's our... That's the notes. No.
And that's Hannah, the show.
Jay-Z is a Hannah.
Jay-Z's a Marnie. You know that.
No.
Jay-Z's a damn
harder, better, faster, stronger.
Wait, no, Jay-Z is a fucking Jessa for sleeping with... Oh, no, I guess Becky's a Jessa.
Becky's a Jessa. No, I think Jay-Z's a Marnie.
Jay-Z's a Marnie.
Jay-Z's kind of a dork. He's a Marnie for what he did on Monsters.
Oh, Jay-Z's a Marnie, and Becky is Elijah. Because Marnie and Elijah
hooked up. But Hannah and Elijah weren't dating at the time that they hooked up.
I know.
And
but
he was
I still get why Hannah was pissed.
Oh, of course. No, I mean, have you watched Insecure? Or not Insecure, that's Issa Rae. Have you watched Benny Drama's new
show? Overcompensating. Yeah, I'm watching it now. I haven't finished. But I'm really liking it. Yeah, don't spoil.
What episode are you on?
Well, actually, okay, so I'll babble if this is a spoiler for the listeners, but I've seen that the girl is hooking up with the sister's boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, but the dance scene hasn't. The Halloween dance hasn't happened yet, has it?
Oh wait, has it?
No, you would know. It would be the very first. You would be. It was like the mark of the season.
Okay.
And it's like the most like needle drop moment thus far in the season.
Okay.
It's like.
No, I don't think I have. Yeah, I'm really liking it though.
It's really good. Yeah. If you watch episode 5, you'll be like,
okay, yeah.
It made me cry really, really hard.
Wow.
I'm gonna cry again later on.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to.
I haven't cried in a little while.
I make myself cry if I haven't.
How do you make yourself?
There's like a myriad of videos that'll do it. Like Hopecore.
Hopecore?
Hopecore.
What's that?
It's like a genre of things that make you have hope. Like videos. They'll be like hashtag Hopecore, and it's like a soldier returning from a war and surprising their mom, like, or whatever. It's called Hopecore. Or it's like a little grandpa's like eating alone at a restaurant, like someone young, like going and sitting with them.
Oh, that's
and when they film it and they put like a certain soundtrack over it, it's like cry porn. Like you are meant.
I need that.
Well, it's episode 5 of.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
There's like a really
haven't seen this.
No, like the characters in the episode are crying in this way. Like it's like. I was like hyperventilating when I watched it. I had to turn it off. I was like, I can't see it because I'm crying so hard.
Oh my god.
It's really good.
God. Oh, I need to see that.
But final notes.
I
think that BJ was so important for her.
Yes.
I think it was so incredible. And just bottom line, she was the hungriest. Like, she's still hungry today.
The hunger.
But this was like, it felt like her car was getting repoed outside. Like because she wasn't, I don't think, as hungry on Dangerously in Love. Like when she was, doing like Me, Myself, and I, like, I don't know, the Destiny's Child stuff.
I honestly don't know
Dangerous
in Love that well. Like, I know Crazy in Love. I know.
There were times where she was like, I mean, she was always excellent, but there were times where I feel like she was kind of checked out during the Destiny's Child era, where she was just like doing excellent work, but on autopilot because she's so tired. But like, BJ felt like she had taken.
She wanted to
speed.
show a new side of herself. I mean, she wanted to show that she was, you know, sexual and experimental.
And musical.
And musical.
Like, not just able to, like, whatever, I think.
I mean, the fact that they recorded this in 2 to 3 weeks.
All with live instruments.
All with live instruments.
If it was just studio, like...
Yeah, no, all with live instruments. That's, like, I don't even understand how that works.
Well, you just have as much access and time and money as...
Yeah.
That's how that would work.
And she had been on vacation for a month, like, after Dreamgirls. Like, that's just so fabulous. It's just like Zanya would have done in Dreamgirls.
And she was... Oh, I said this in a text to you, that she was sample sized during this era.
Oh.
So she's wearing a lot of pieces straight from the runway, which I don't know that she can do much of that, like, these days. I think they all have to be custom. But they're not, like... They might be what the person is selling.
Right.
But she was doing, like pieces
straight
that were
off
in a
the
museum.
runway.
Like,
I think it's crazy how in Dreamgirls, like, her character is supposed to, like, have a less, like, textured voice when, like, Beyonce has such a, like, cool, unique instrument.
Well, and Listen was written to show off her voice, because the original, it was kind of her just, like, kind of being like, I guess I'm not as good as Effie, pretty much. And then so in this, I mean, she does have like a sense of self at the end, but Listen was like, well, Beyonce does have texture and is a powerhouse belter.
I think Beyonce's amazing in Dreamgirls, and I'm tired of people shitting on that.
I understand when people shit on her acting career as a whole. Dreamgirls was her best work.
Dreamgirls was her best work.
Perfectly fine. I don't think that she didn't like reinvent the wheel.
No, but like she did the job enough for like an Oscar nomination wouldn't have been crazy.
No, and she did not like ever remove me from the seriousness or the tone of the movie.
Like she didn't distract. I believed it, and that's all that it needed to be. Also, she's God, she's so gorgeous.
The only thing she's ever distracted in was The Lion King.
Didn't see the live action Lion King.
I listened to just like the trailer of her voice, and she's such a chronic like over and that was like AI.
Oh, I was scared.
Her level delivery, it was like actually ChatGPT read the Lion King Nala script as Beyonce, and it would just be that without inflection or acting.
I'm really scared.
It was insane.
Almost like we're talking about the snakes again.
Simba, you must go.
Simba, you must go. Final thoughts. Also, anything you want to shout out from the interview from Piss that we want people to know about? I mean, before they read. Just as far as like, I guess how it, as far as it has to do with this podcast. I mean, I'm making music. I should have new music coming out soon. I'm trying really hard to finish it up. I've been so busy lately, but I'm hoping for a summer release will be happening. I'm pretty sure. And where can people catch the movies that you've been in? Is anything available for streaming?
Right now, so one of them's not premiered yet. Okay. And then the one that has premiered is just like kind of did a festival circuit.
Yeah, I know that game.
They're shopping for like syndication or something right now. So if when I do find out, I will let you know and we'll
post that.
But maybe by the time I'm on for whatever other episode. But the movies are fun. And if you're working media, cast me for something. Yeah,
and me. And in fact, both of us in the same thing. That could be great.
I'm a party child, but I'm very professional when it comes to like learning my lines and
Same with
being
me.
on set.
That's so funny.
I will always do like a job well, but then my personal life is insane. But I
will learn my lines hard. Mm-hmm. My personal life will who even knows
not
what's going on there. It won't get in the way, but like I show up to set early. I'm extremely punctual. I always know my lines.
I'm not early for interviews, but I'm early if it's like a photo shoot. Oh my god.
No, I have like a problem where like I'm early to everything, and some contexts don't call for that. You know, there are contexts where it's like it's a party or it's an orgy or something. It's like get there 2 hours late.
I will say I'm early if it's something that's money's on the line, like paying for something. Mm-hmm. If it like I just did a photo shoot recently for another magazine, and I was a little too late to that, but I knew that it was at. Yes, I was like letting the people down that were there putting their time into this, but I was like, oh, it's at someone's house. Yeah. We're using like, it's friends of mine that are like doing the things.
It's fine.
I mean, I felt bad, but also like, had it been like they booked a studio and they booked like multiple hair people and these, like I would be like on early. But don't be early to orgies.
Okay, wait. Final thing. Yeah, I was early to an orgy. They were watching Bob's Burgers. It was okay, top 3 Beyonce songs of all time in order. Oh, shit. Top five. And then we'll leave.
Deja Vu's number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 would be maybe Virgo's Groove.
Yeah. I
remember the first time I heard that I like levitated.
Virgo's Groove is my favorite.
There might be like a few.
On Renna.
I think Two Hands to Heaven. No, that's not number 3. It's not number 3, but I will say there is a Cowboy Carter track that Riverdance. Bounce on the shit dance.
That one.
Staring at the barrel of my gun. Yes, he shot me down. I died the day he realized the lies. Giving me my kisses. Bounce. I thought that was the one song that blended the future, the past, the R&B, and the country masterfully on that album. I thought that was the thesis of the thing.
That's Riverdance.
Riverdance was, and it was like Irish river dancing. I thought that was just unbelievable craftsmanship, and that was like, if she had trimmed off so much of the fat and like left songs like that on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there was just fat on the album.
There was like 6 interludes that I didn't care about. So just stroking her ego, being like, "This is Willie Nelson and Beyonce, his country." I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Let me hear them. Like, but then so that's number 3, Riverdance. Number 4 is gonna be, something else off of Renaissance. I mean, probably like I love
Alien Superstar.
I love that one, but no, maybe Cuff It. Unfortunately, like it has to be Cuff It.
Cuff It, yeah.
And then 5 might be Blow, like including which I can't wait till I get home so you can turn a cherry out, turn a cherry out. I wore that song out. Can I tell you that when I was a drag queen for like a month of a stint in Boston, I did Blow live. Because it had just come out. It was 2013.
Told me this when we did it.
And I sang it live, like, but I had to do it like an octave lower. It was gross, but it was like, I kiss you and you lick your lips. Kiss you and you like it wet, and so do I. Like, no, you never waste a drip. No, you never waste a drip. And I did that whole thing in a horrible outfit that my friend stole from American Apparel. Thank you.
Oh, thank
God. But that's was that number 4 or 5?
I think that was 5.
That was 5. So yeah, I think they're both on. There's one from B-Day.
It's kind of hard because like I don't have all the songs in front of me. Like I'm kind of forgetting everything all of a sudden. Yeah, one from B-Day.
Yeah. Well, there's also like there's some honorable mentions that I would have to throw in that are like wild cards. Like I have a really soft spot for like random ones from 4. Like I'd rather die young.
I love Rather Die. Oh, and I love End of Time.
Oh wait, I have to change my answer.
End of Time is in my 5.
Number 5 has to be School and Life.
Oh, I love School and Life.
Depending on what mood you're in, School and Life could either make you like dance or you could cry to School and Life. Like, I ain't a preacher, but we can pray.
Oh, I just thought of mine.
I ain't a doctor.
I Care.
Well, I care. I know you don't care too much. Wait, Architecture. Boy, maybe if you cared enough, I wouldn't have to care so much. What happened to our trust? Now you just can't enough. You used to be so in love. Now you
Oops.
can't.
Freaking dress just started playing. Okay, so mine would then be Woman Like Me.
Crazy.
From Pink Panther. Check up on it. I Care. End of Time. This is just daddy lessons. I don't know. Like I just
love it. No, I love that one.
I don't know.
Came into this. I need to do that for karaoke because it's actually quite low. We rode motorcycles. I mean, I guess the chorus. My daddy warned me about men like you. He said, "Baby girl, he's playing you. He's playing you."
Oh, bitch.
But when trouble comes in town,
where this guy's head held. Okay, so we love it.
We love Beat It. It doesn't have to be your favorite album, but I think that
it's worth a listen.
If it's not in your top 3, you should reevaluate with the music videos.
Yeah, it should be in your top 3.
Also, if you own a copy of the DVD,
can you reach out? Yeah. If you are a manager for acting or for music, either one. If for music, just go to Merlot. For acting, go to either of us. If
modeling either of us.
Boyfriend material, either of us.
They friend material. If you pass the
if you pass the Bechdel test.
Me being a trans masc, like I have to pass the Bechdel test. But that's a skit.
That's a skit.
2 trans masks passing the Bechdel. Oh no.
Anything else we need to get while we're here? Like,
I don't think.
I would like a manager, a boyfriend, and a movie deal. And
if you're a bi man, break up with your cis girlfriend and date me instead.
Bi man. I want a bi man boyfriend. That's what I want. And that's what you want. So let's get
in that order.
Those. Yeah, and they can be twins.
Sure, exactly.
Love you guys. Thanks for babbling.
Thank you for having me.
Love you, Merlot. Love you. Bye.
Stream Beat It.
Stream Beat It.
Talk about all the things that I want to talk about. talking. We'll just keep talking. Just keep talking. Talking, 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 talking. For so long. So long. Ow, we're babbling on. We're babbling
Babylon was created, produced, and edited by Hilton Dresden. The theme song is by Benny Cortoletta, featuring Callie Baker, and is produced by Benny Cortoletta and Jack Grouse. The artwork is by Hilton Dresden. Audio consultation from Kenzie Woodrow and Dallas Seeker. Special thanks to Alec Cohen, Natalie Rotter-Laitman, Molly Montgomery, Nick Krause, and to everyone who has subscribed to Babbling on the Substack and refused to shut the fuck up.